It's all you, Nicholas.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Burns Night, a yearly event brought to you jointly by the RSCDS New York branch and Scotia dancers. I'm your host, Nicholas Procini, and in case you don't know me, I work as a music educator and have been dancing with the New York branch and Scotia dancers for going on 3 years now. Before I give the details of this evening's activities, I'd like to remind everyone to please remember to stay muted to ensure a great time for everyone. And don't worry, if you forget or if you go off mute by accident, our hosts will help out. We're going to have a cooking demo. We'll have quiz questions. We'll have a few dances. We'll have a Robbie Burns tribute video, a video segment about Munro bagging, the address to the Haggis, and of course, the No One Can Hear You if you're muted, so please sing along edition of Auld Lang Syne to finish off the evening. So we're going to jump right on in with the part one of the cooking segment, A Taste of Scotland, featuring our RSCDS New York branch Vice President, Shelby.
Thanks, Nicholas. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to make the traditional Scottish dessert, crannigan, which is often served at the end of Burns Night supper. To make this dish, you'll need about 8 ounces of fresh raspberries, about 4 tablespoons of whiskey, 4 tablespoons of honey, half a cup of steel-cut oats, about a tablespoon of brown sugar, and 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. I'm using ingredients that are easy for us to find here in the US, but if you have access to traditional Scottish ingredients like double cream and heather honey, by all means use those instead. So we'll start with making a raspberry puree. I'm just gonna set aside some nice looking raspberries to use as garnish later. And then I'm gonna use my mini food processor here, but you can use a regular size food processor or a blender, or you can just mash the raspberries with a fork. No big deal. Okay. A couple of, oops. Go on, there we go. A couple of bowls. It looks pretty good. At this point, you can strain it through a fine mesh sieve if you want to get the seeds out, but that's totally not necessary, and I'm not going to bother. Now we're just going to add a spoonful of the whiskey and a little spoonful of the honey too. Get that right in there. Okay. All right, looks good. So now you can give it a taste if you want, add a little more honey, a little more whiskey. I looked at a lot of recipes preparing for tonight, and everybody had ingredients that were varied amounts of everything. So feel free to make it your own and whatever you feel like having tonight. So the next step then is to toast the oats. So we'll start over with a skillet over medium heat. And we'll add the oats and the brown sugar. Okay. You just want to stay here and keep an eye on these, keep stirring constantly until the oats start turning a nice golden brown, and they'll start to smell all nutty and delicious. At that point, you want to take it's going to take about 5 minutes or so, not super long. But before they get any darker, be sure to pour them out onto a plate or a bowl to cool down. And the step after that will be to whip the whipped cream into about the stiff peak stage. Now, since toasting and whipping the whipped cream are going to take a few minutes, I'll take a break here and come back to you later in the evening to finish up the dessert. Back to you, Nicholas.
Hello, thank you so much, Shelby. It's time for our first quiz question. And if you don't have pencil and paper ready, that is okay. Just try to commit this one to memory, but do get pencil and paper ready if you don't have it already. Okay, here we go. What is the national animal of Scotland? Is it answer A, the wildcat, answer B, the unicorn. Or answer C, the red deer. We're going to do 5 of these quiz questions and we'll say all the answers at the end. So that's how that will work. And again, if you don't have pencil and paper at this moment, that's totally fine. But just know that there'll be 4 more quiz questions if you want to play along. Next up, we have our teacher, Ellen, who's going to teach our first dance of the evening. We're very excited. Ellen, take it away.
Hello, I hope you came to dance. I'm Ellen Sears and welcome to my living room. We're going to do 3 very easy dances. They're very traditional dances. If you went to a wedding in Scotland, they're the kind of dances you would be doing there. They're very easy. If you can clear a space in your room and make sure that you're not going to trip over any furniture or rugs, so be careful about that. But get up and we'll dance. First dance will be the Canadian barn dance. So I'll play the music for you just a little bit more. Okay, that's a round the room dance. You are with a partner if you're lucky enough to have a partner in your room, or you can do it by yourself. I'm going to assume you have a partner because that's how I usually teach it, and that explains a couple things that happen during the dance. So we're going around the room or within our 3-foot square space, whatever you have. Your partner, take one hand with your partner, your hands with partners, and usually the lady is on her partner's right. So I'm the lady, the man would be over here. So, starts with the outside foot. This is my outside foot. My partner's outside foot is that side. I'll explain it, show it, and then we'll do it. So you're going forward, step, 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 hop, back, 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 hop. So let's do that. Outside foot starting, ready, and step, 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 hop, back, 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 hop. Now, away from your partner, back to me. So let's do that. Away from your partner, still your outside foot. Away from your partner, back to me. Now we're in ballroom hold. So the woman's right hand, her partner's left hand are pointing along the line of dance, like this. The woman or the follower's left hand is on her partner's shoulder. The leader's hand is behind the woman's back. So, ballroom hold. Doesn't matter if you're alone, but that's how you get into it if you have a partner. We're going to sashay along the line of dance the way our hands are pointing. Step together, step, hop. Back together, back, hop. So let's all do that together. Forward, step together, step, hop. Back together, back, hop. And the last 4 bars is step, hop, turning around and open up. So again, that's so we've sashayed back and forth, and then it's step, hop, and open up. Now we're back where we started, facing around the room. So let's do that up to tempo. We're continuing now. Going forward, outside foot, step, 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 hop, back, 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 hop, away from your partner, back to me. Step together, step, hop, back together, back, hop, turn around, step, hop, and open up. Do it a couple more times, and I'm not going to stop between them because we don't stop once the music starts. So, outside foot, going forward, ready, and step, 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 hop, back, 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 hop, away from your partner, back to me. Sashay, step together, step, hop, step together, step, hop, step, hop, turn around and open up, step, hop, back, hop, away from your partner, back to me. Step together, step, hop, back together, back, hop, turn around, step, hop, and open up. Woo! So, I'm out of breath, I don't know about you. So I'll start the dance. It starts with a 4-bar intro. I'll count through that. And so the music we're listening to is the Carfuffle Cayley Band. They're out of Boston. They're led by Barbara McGowan. So I will count us through the 4-bar intro. Whew, I'm out of breath. So, I'm going to start the music now. Sorry? Wrong music. I think I got it now. Ready, forward, step, hop, back, hop, away from your partner, back to me. Step together, step, hop, back together, back, hop, step, hop, turn around, open up. Step, back, away, and back to me. Sashay. Turn around, and open up. Back, away. Sashay. Turn around. Step, hop. Away. Sashay. Turn around, and open up. Forward. Back. Away. Sashay. Turn around. Open up. Back. Away. Step, and open up. Step, open forward. Sashay. Turn, open up. Back, side. Sashay. Turn, forward, back, away. Turn, and honor your partner. Woo! That tune keeps wanting to play. That was Canadian Barn Dance. And thank you for joining in. I'm sure you all were dancing. We'll go back to Nicholas.
Thank you so much, Ellen. That's one of my favorite dances. All right, awesome. We are on to quiz question 2. So it's time to get your pen and paper once again. We have 3 different words for this question, and it's color coded. So you will know that each answer corresponds to a definition for each of the 3 words. So all the greens are possible answers for the first word and so forth. What do the following Scottish words mean? Scunner, oxer, and ken. Do they mean A, nuisance corresponding to scunner, armpit corresponding to oxer, and no corresponding to ken? So that's answer A. B, trousers, wealthy, fight. Or C, disgusting, troublemaker, trustworthy. Again, each color-coded word matches up with one answer in each letter. So we have A, a set of answers for each word for A, set of definitions for B, and for C. Alrighty, next up, we have a Robert Burns tribute video that was put together by myself and our member Daniel. We do this night each year to celebrate Burns's life and also demonstrate how important the art of poetry is to Scottish people. Burns was truly a champion of the people and left behind a legacy of poems and collected songs that are with us today. He is truly a national treasure and just liked by everyone in Scotland and here. So without further ado, we have the Robert Burns tribute video. Enjoy.
Robbie Burns, that great Scottish poet, knew that the secret of a good life is to try and take each day as it comes and be content, rather than placing demands on it. He wrote, "Life is but a day at most, sprung from night, in darkness lost. Hope not sunshine every hour, fear not clouds will always lower. Happiness is but an aim. Make content and ease thy aim."
More than 250 years ago, Robert Burns, or Rabbie, was born in Alloway in the west of Scotland. Although his father was a poor farmer, Rabbie had a good education. He worked on his father's farm, and when he was 15, began to write songs.
Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Wee sleeket, cowering, timorous beastie. Oh, what a panic's in thy breastie.
Rabbie was about to move abroad when his first book of poems was published. It was a massive hit with well-off readers in Edinburgh. After spending time in the city, Rabbie returned to the West and married. Many of his new poems were influenced by the ideas of the French Revolution, and he wrote about how the rich and poor should be equal. The rank is but the guinea's stamp, the man's the gowd for all that. Rabbie died at the early age of 37. Large crowds attended his funeral in Dumfries.
We're going home.
His poetry became famous all over the world.
When I see your light shine, I know I'm home. If you're waiting all your life,
On his birthday every year, people gather to celebrate and hear some of his best-known words, such as Address to a Haggis. And when midnight strikes on the 31st of December, people all over the world sing his famous Auld Lang Syne.
The deal come fiddling through the tune and danced awa with exciseman. And ilka wife cries old Mahuna, wish you luck at the prize man. The deal's awa, the deal's awa, the deal's awa with exciseman. He's danced awa, he's danced awa, he's danced awa with exciseman. We'll mak our mutton, we'll brew our drink, we'll laugh, sing and rejoice, man. And money brought thanks to the muckle black deal that danced awa with the exciseman. The deal's awa, the deal's awa, the deal's awa with the exciseman. He's danced awa, he's danced awa, he's danced awa with the exciseman. There's threesome reels, there's foursome reels, there's hornpipes and strathspeys, man. But the best dance e'er came to the land was the deals o' war with the excise man. The deals o' war, the deals o' war, the deals o' war with the excise man. He's danced a war, he's danced a war, he's danced a war with the excise man.
I hope you enjoyed that. Fun fact, did you know there's a statue of Robbie Burns in Central Park? It's located in the southern part of the Writers Mall, right next to the new Women's Rights Pioneers Monument. Okay, so now grab that pen and paper again, because we're on to quiz question number 3. Who were the Edinburgh Seven? A, an acclaimed Scottish dance troupe that began as the Edinburgh Eight until one member tragically died. B, a notorious gang of 19th century thieves who raided Edinburgh Castle while dressed in kilts. Or C, the first women to study medicine in the UK. A, B, or C. All right, next up we have our second dance taught by our dance teacher, Ellen. Actually,
Go ahead.
it's fine. Just go ahead, Ellen.
All right, I'll give you some music. This is the Dashing White Sergeant. The Dashing White Sergeant, it's an old dance. It was published around 1897. And if you see a movie that takes place in Scotland and there is dancing, it's usually this dance they're doing. The music we're listening to is Jim Lindsay and his band out of Scotland. So, come and dance with me. So, this is another round the room dance. We would be going counterclockwise ultimately around the room, or actually, some of us would be going clockwise. I am in the middle. I have a partner on my right. This is my right. I'm not mirroring you. This is my left. We are facing 3 people who are here. So somebody in the middle with a partner on their right and left. So, it begins with everyone's taking hands in a circle, circling to the left for 8 steps and back to place. His slip step is just something you probably did as a child. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. Step, 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 and back. That's 8 bars of music. Then the middle person faces the person on their right, and they set and turn them with 2 hands. So there are many ways that this can be done. You can set with pas de basque, or you can set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Face the person on your left. Set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. So let's do those first 16 bars. We'll slip, 8 slip steps to the left and back, then face to the person on the right, set, kick, turn with 2 hands, face the person on the left, set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Slipping to the left, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, face the right. Set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Face left, set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. The next 8 bars, so that's 2 things we've done. The next 8 bars, we'll dance a reel of 3, the 3 of us individually. We'll dance a reel of 3. If you're by yourself, you can just dance a figure of 8. Reel of 3 is just everybody doing a figure 8 at the same time. So, dance a big loop. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the figure of 8 or reel of 3. One more time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we face each other. Take hands. Advance for 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. Now the last 4 bars, if we were in a big ballroom, we would pass the 3 people we've been dancing in we circled with, and go on to the next group, and we would meet another 3 people. But since we don't have that tonight, we're going to dance forward, passing those imaginary people by the right hand, and turn and face back to our circle. So let's do it again. Circle, flip to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Face the person on your right. Step, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Step, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Figure of 8 for reel of 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slip into place with our line of 3. Advance 2, 3, 4. Retire 2, 3, 4. Pass and turn back. One more time. Circle, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Reel of 3 or figure of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In a line. Forward, 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. Pass and face in. Ready to circle again. Woo! So, let's listen to the music again quickly. While I catch my breath. So this starts with a chord at the beginning, and it goes a lot of times through. So I'm going to stop. I'll come over and fade it out when I think that I can't call it any longer. We'll probably do it about 6 times through. So, the Dashing White Sergeant. Circle and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Face to the right. Set, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Step, kick, and turn with 2 hands. Reel of 3. Figure of 8. Halfway. 5, 6. Dance forward. 1, 2, 3. Retire. 1, 2. Pass through. Face in and start again with a circle. And back. Face the person on your right. Step, kick. Left. Reel of 3. line, advance, retire, circle, 3, 4, and back, face right, step, kick, and turn to half. Rail of 3, figure of 8, 4 halfway, into line, advance, retire, pass through and face in for the circle. Face the person on your right and left. Wheel of 3. Advance. Pass through, face in. Circle. Face right. Wheel of 3. Halfway. Advance. And retire. One more time. Face right. Wheel of 3. Advance. Whew, I think that was 6 times through. The Destiny White Sergeant. Back to Nicholas.
Thank you so much, Ellen. I know I'm out of breath after that one. All right. Next up, we have our quiz question number 4. So, pencils and papers, get ready. And we're going to move on to question number 4. Now, I'm going to turn on my teacher hat for a second and say, listen and look at this question. There is something more than meets the eye. And the question is, how many lakes are there in Scotland? How many lakes are there in Scotland? Answer A, 1. Answer B, 4. Answer C, 12. Just a little fun fact that I forgot to mention earlier about Robert Burns' statue being in Central Park. There's also one in Boston. And in addition to that, there are a total of 16 statues. 16, yes, so many statues of Robert Burns in America, to which one's here and one's in Boston. So I thought that was really interesting. Anyway, our next section is all about Munro bagging, and you'll find out what that is. This was created by Audrey, the secretary of New York RSCDS branch, and her daughter Laura does the singing in the video, so that's very nice. The volume of this video was a little quiet, so you may need to turn up your volume if you can't hear it that well, but I'm sure you will enjoy it.
A Munro is a mountain or 3,000 feet. If you climb to the top, you're in for a treat. They were listed at first by Sir Hugh Munro over 129 years ago. 282 hills are Munros, from lowlands to highlands, but not to Montrose. The most northerly one has the name of Ben Hope. It's short and it's steep, but you won't need a rope. In the Trossachs Ben Lomond's the one that's most south, a popular view that brings a smile to your mouth. Over in the east there is Mount Keen in Angus. The summit is rounded, though not like a haggis. Out west is Scoor na Banach Sky. It's one of the Coolins, but not the most high. Schiehallion's in the centre. It's a dance we all know. The summit is a pointed cone that's just so. To climb the highest of all these Munros, Ben Nevis, the king, is where you must go. Munroists, completists, that's what they call the people who've climbed to the top of them all. So next time you come to Scotland to dance, go bag a Munro if you get the chance.
Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on a wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunderclaps rend the air. Baffled our foes, stand by the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on a wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Through the waves leap, soft shall he sleep, ocean's a royal bed. Rocked in the deep, Laurel will keep watch by your weary head. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on a wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky, over the sea to sky.
That one is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Audrey and Laura. All right, on to the final quiz question. So we need our pencil and paper again for the final quiz question. Quiz question number 5. What is the Gaelic name for Scotland? A, Alba. B, Burnus. C, Katie. Again, what's the Gaelic name for Scotland? A, Alba. B, Burnus. C, Katie. Now, the next section is going to be our last dance. So if you haven't danced the other two, you should get up. This one's special. I mean, they're all special, but come on. The last dance of the evening, always a great dance. Even if it's not best set in the hall, it's still a great dance. And we're so excited to have Ellen join us for the last time this evening with the last dance of the evening.
The Virginia Reel. Now that may sound like a North American dance, but it is actually a traditional Scottish dance from the colonial times onward. The Scots have traveled back and forth from Scotland to America and back, bringing their dances both directions. The tune we're listening to is from the CD of the Boston 50th Anniversary CD, and it's Hal Robinson's Rant. Two of the tunes were written by Ann Hooper, a Boston musician. The musicians are Ann Hooper and Hanukkah Castle on fiddle and Jacqueline Schwab on piano. Two of the tunes were also by Neil Gow. He was a great composer of Scottish fiddle tunes, and he was a contemporary of Robert Burns. So let's get up and do the Virginia Reel. So this is not a round the room dance. This is in a set. So I'm first woman, my partner is here, first man. This is second man, third man. Can you see the little dots on the floor? They're not very bright. First woman, second woman, third woman. This is into the set, going in, going out is out of the set. This is the top of the set up here and the bottom of the set down here. So it begins. This is, we'll do this 5 times through. So imagine that we have 5 couples. You can only see 3, but there are 2 more couples down here. So we join hands in our line, the women's side and the men's side. We advance 1, 2, 3, 4, retire. That again. Advance 2, 3, 4, retire. Then we turn our partners with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The third figure, turn with 2 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and dance back to back. We pass right shoulder and dance back to back, or do-si-do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the top couple, first couple, join both hands and we slip down, just as we did in the circle before. We're going to slip down for 8 slip steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we face up. Dance away from our partner and dance down to the bottom for 8 steps, 4 bars. Normally in this dance, we would make, for this first couple, we would make an arch. Everyone would follow us down, dance under the arch and back to the top. There would be a new top couple, we would be the bottom or 5th couple. However, we don't have those other couples, so we're just going to dance back to the top and be ready to start again. So, the beginning figure, there are 5 figures. Beginning is advance 2, 3, 4, retire. That again, advance 2, 3, 4, retire. Turn with right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and left hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 2 figures. The third figure, turn with 2 hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back to back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, slip down, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. Face the top, cast off to the bottom, meet your partner and dance back to the top. Ready to start again. Advance 2, 3, 4, retire. That again. Advance 2, 3, 4, retire. Turn right hand. And turn left hand. Turn with 2 hands. Back to back. 4th figure, slip down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. 3, 4, 5, face up and cast off. 4, 5, 6, meet at the bottom and dance back to the top. Ready to start again. Woo! All right, so we'll do it 5 times through. And it starts with a chord. That is your opportunity to honor your partner, thank them for asking you to dance, and it ends with a chord. Again, the man bows, the lady curtsies, and that is again a thank you or an apology if you screwed up the dance. But I'm sure you'll all be perfect. So, Virginia Reel begins with advance and retire. Let me just make sure I've got the right one queued up here. Advance. Retire. Back again. Right hand turn. Left hand turn. Two hand turn. Back to back. Slip down. And back. Face top and cast away from your partner. Meet, dance up the top. Start again. Advance. Advance. Turn right hand. Left hand turn. Two hand turn. Back to back. Slip down. Cast off. And back to the top. Again, advance. Right hand turn. Left hand turn. Two hand turn. Back to back. Slip down. Cast away. Advance. Right hand turn. Left. Two hands. Back to back. Slip down. Cast off. And meet. Again, advance. Again. Right hand turn. Left hand turn. Two hand turn. Back to back. Slip down. And back. Pass. Knee at the bottom. That was the Virginia Reel. I'm out of breath. So I hope you enjoyed those dances. When we start dancing again, we'll be dancing every Thursday and Monday and every night of the week in the New York area. Come and join us. Back to Nicholas.
Wow, Ellen, that was so great. My hat is off to you. Thank you so much for doing all that. All right, next section, we're on to the answers to the quiz questions. These slides were created by Daniel. All righty. Question 1, answer. What is the national animal of Scotland? B, the unicorn. Scotland is famed for its love of myth and legend. The unicorn was first introduced to this Royal Scottish coat of arms by William I in the 12th century. There it is on display for you there, a picture. Excellent. All right, question 2. What do the following Scottish words mean? Scunner, Oxter, and Ken. Answer A. Scunner means a nuisance. I mean, I've just never called that, but you know. Oxter is armpit. And Ken is no. One of these 3 words will be featured in the address of the Haggis. So look out for that. See if you can identify whether we talk about armpits in the address of the Haggis there. All right, on to the second half of the cooking selection. Oh no, we're still got 3 more questions to go. My bad. Question 3, answer. Who are the Edinburgh 7? C, the first women to study medicine in the UK, 1869. They were only letting men into medical school, so 7 women from Edinburgh were like, no, we're gonna go and we're gonna heal people. And you see a picture there of one of the Edinburgh 7, Sophia Jex-Blake. Question 4, the one I told you to listen closely to. How many lakes are there in Scotland? Answer A, just 1. The Lake of Menteith. The other bodies of water are lochs or are not natural bodies of water. And what was tricky about this is that the lochs are naturally occurring. However, only one, the Lake of Menteith, is referred to as a lake. How about that? And finally, the last question. What is the Gaelic name for Scotland? Answer A, Alba. And I learned how to pronounce one of the words on the thing, Fielcha. Welcome to Scotland, Fielcha. And so that brings us to the end of our quiz segment. And now we're on to the second half of our cooking section, A Taste of Scotland with Shelby. Take it away, Shelby.
Thanks, Nicholas. Welcome back to my kitchen. As you can see, my cream has become whipped cream. Now all I'm going to do is add the rest of the whiskey and the rest of the honey. It's a little cold in here, so the honey's a little stiff. There we go. And fold that into the whipped cream. And again, take a taste of this, decide if you want a little more honey, a little more whiskey, whatever you like. All right, and I have my cooled oats over here, nice and toasty. I put most of them in, just keeping a little back for some garnish at the end as well. Just gently fold that in as well. All right, looks good. Delicious looking whiskey, honey, whipped cream concoction. And now we'll layer this up. It's sort of like a trifle or an Eton mess, but if you just dump it all in a bowl, it'll still taste delicious. So we'll start with a layer of this way, raspberry puree. And then we'll add some of the whipped cream mixture. Another bit of the raspberry. I think my cat might be coming over, so. And we'll just end with a bit more of the whipped cream on top. I like to pile it up. I like this whipped cream. Okay, and then we'll just sprinkle on a bit of the oats that we reserved earlier and a couple of these raspberries. And finish off with another drizzle of honey. All right. And there we go. We are ready to eat our Kranikin. You can also stick this in the fridge for a couple of hours and eat it later if you like, but it's best served the day you make it. And don't worry if you missed anything with this demonstration tonight. The recipe is now up on the RSCDS New York blog, and I'll copy that link into the chat in just a minute. So back to you, Nicholas.
Wow, that looks delicious. Now I'm hungry, but we have to do the address to the Haggis now. We want everybody to now please get a wee dram ready. We're going to do a little intro video, and then we'll have one of our other teachers, Mary, be giving the address to the Haggis this evening. So the intro video, get that whiskey going, get that wee dram going, and then we'll have the address to the Haggis given by Mary, followed by the intro video.
Fair fa your honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the Puddin race, aboon them all you take your place, pinch, tripe or fair. Wheeling you work do you a grace as lines my ear. The groaning trencher there you fill, your heart is like the distant hill, your pin would help to mend a mill in time o' need, while through your pores the dews distill like amber bead. His knife, see rustic labour dicht, and cut you up where ready slicht, trenching your gushing entrails bricht like ony ditch. Then oh, what a glorious sight, warm reeking, rich. Then, horn for horn, they stretch and strive, you'll take the hindmost, on they drive, till all that will-swelled kites be live are bent like drums. Then, old Gidman, makes like to rive, bethink it hums. Is there there are his French ragout, or olio that would staw a sou, or fricassee that would make her spew a perfect scunner, looks down with sneer and scornful view on second dinner. Poor devil, see him at his trash, as feckless as a withered rash, his spindle shank a good put lash his knee a knit. Through bloody flood of field to dash, oh, how unfit. But mark, the rustic Haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread. Clamping his welling knee a blade, he'll make it whistle, and legs and arms, and heaps full sned, like taps of bristle. Ye powers wha mak mankind your care, and dish them out their bill of fare. Old Scotland wants nae skinking ware that jumps in luggies. But if you want her grateful prayer, gie her a haggis. Let's all lift our glasses and make a toast to the haggis.
All right, awesome. That totally went in my eye. Okay, that stings. All right, we're on to our goodbye section. of this evening, we want to share one last video with you to have everyone sing Outlying Sign together. These slides and the video were created by Nicole, our branch president, and we just want to thank you so much for coming and celebrating Robert Burns Night with us. For those of you who don't dance with us, please definitely check out our website periodically for upcoming events. Deborah, our other tech host, is going to put the website in the chat. The next New York branch event is New York Polling Weekend in May. There's also a website, an email address for you to email if you want further information. And of course, we look forward to dancing in person with you all soon. And at the end of Outlying Sign, I'll ask you to unmute, and so we can give a really big round of applause to all of us. This has been a hard year, and we also want to thank everyone who contributed to this wonderful evening. Awesome. Okay, thank you from San Diego. Thanks for joining us. Everyone, let's unmute really quickly so we could give everybody a round of applause, and give yourself a round of applause. Excellent work. People are ready. Maureen's hungry. That's awesome. Awesome. Here's a list of everybody who contributed to this.
They always
evening.
have that address to the haggis and then eat it.
Myself, Nicholas, Shelby, our chef, Ellen, our teacher, Daniel and myself for the Burns tribute movie, Audrey and her daughter Laura for the Munro bagging segment, Mary for the address of the haggis, Nicole for Outlying Sign and marketing this event so people would come here. My fiance Lauren for singing Outlying Sign. That was also me on the piano. And Deborah also helped marketing, and our wonderful tech host Deborah, and also Deborah and Risa. Yeah, they both helped. All right, one more round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. It was a delight to have you here this evening.